All right. What is going on? What is going on? Welcome back to another exciting episode of In the Corner. I am your host, Luck Jackson, and we just gonna jump right into it. Night one of WrestleMania was a jam-packed, action-packed show. Um, but for me, I had a couple of takeaways. Right. Um, Number one, I don't know if anybody noticed this, but like the show itself, the card was amazing. I hope all. Well, first and foremost, I hope we all enjoyed the show. I hope y'all having a great day. But the show itself was amazing, man. But there was just one thing that really stood out to me. Like, I don't know if anybody else was like, why does this show feel like it has a lack of excitement? Even though the card was spectacular, the matches were great, right? Um, why was the show like so? Man, there was no pyro. They sold the stage, the seats on top of the stage. There's no pyro. Only Charlotte and Roman got pyro. That's so like man. But overall, though, it was a great show. I felt that I saw CM Punk, Roman, and Seth's finish coming from a mile away. I knew that Seth Rollins would end up with Paul Heyman. Um, what else? What else? Jay displayed a new move set. He showed. Yes, I am the commentator. I am. Um, but anyway, Jay showed he stole Gunther's moveset, which was crazy. Um, it was a beautiful thing to see, man. Let's see. And then you had him basically giving off like tribal chief vibes. Let's see. Jay actually laughed into Gunther's face and said, "Come on, bitch," and then brings home the title. Come on, dog. Yeets, bro. Come on with it. Um, the New Day had a sick Dragon Ball Z gear. They actually had a three-headed unicorn, and one of the heads on the unicorns withered and passed away. But I was tight. Um, let's see another takeaway. Jade Cargill is superhuman. She caught Naomi diving off the top rope into a suplex and finished it. Bro, that was crazy. Jacob wins gold. That's interesting to me because Solo won in NXT, but he hasn't won a main roster championship. And the fact that they threw one on Jacob before Solo, that's interesting. Vikingo and the rest of WWE made an exciting announcement last night. They were going to be buying the Mexican wrestling promotion AAA. Crazy. Gonna be exciting. And actually, one of their performers, Vikingo, who I actually got to see in Corpus, had a spot where he kicked El Grande Americano. But overall, it was a great show. I think we should be having CJ Renegade on soon. We'll be having Jack Grimm on soon, or Jay Grimm, excuse me. It's an exciting show. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for watching. This is In the Corner, episode 2. Let's see. What do you mean it's not Gable? I said El Grande Amira Gable. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say it was Gable. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay attention to what I'm saying. But let's jump right into the triple threat match with let's start at the top of the card with Jay and Gunther. That right there, bro, like that. Well, hey, what's up, CJ? What's going on, Bubba?
What's good, man?
You jumped in at the perfect time. I was actually just about to get into Jay versus Gunther. I personally like how they handled it and like how they booked it. And I'm not gonna lie, at the end when Jimmy came out, I grabbed my phone because I thought Jimmy was gonna finally turn on Jay again. But like the fact that it gave Jay leading the tribe, Jimmy as right hand man to me, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's what it gave to me. And like the fact that he didn't pin Gunther or didn't like use a chair, he choked his ass out, bro. Like, did you see when he laughed in Gunther's face? Was like, "Come on, bitch."
Yeah, Jay was really going for was really like, I'm gonna keep going until I die, pretty much. Like he wanted to accept all the pain till like he couldn't get up no more. And he did. Like Gunther gave it all, and then obviously Jay just kept getting back up.
Yeah.
That's how much heart Jay has. I did have one little critique about it though. I get what they're trying to do with Jay about him using Gunther's own move against him, but I guess with me, I was never a fan of the sleeper hold finish.
Bro, I don't like this sleeper hold. Like, I'll take Brock Lesnar or the Undertaker's Hell's Gate or like Brock Lesnar's like
Kimura,
guillotine.
Kimura
Like no,
lock.
his guillotine. Because he also has a guillotine. He has a Kimura and he has a guillotine.
He hasn't used that since like probably like since the Attitude Era, I think. Or not even that, probably yeah, I think Attitude Era, yeah.
I swear he uses guillotine on Roman.
No, that was Roman. Roman uses the guillotine.
Oh, okay. Roman needs my fault. I'm sorry. So
Brock has
he has a Kimura.
He had that one.
I thought he had a Kimura and a guillotine, but I know like so Roman has his guillotine. You know what I mean? I was like if it's a nice choke, okay, cool. But like just like a simple, I'm laying on your back, like hey man, don't move, don't move. Like not one of those. Not for me.
It's just that sleeper hold was it was fine in the UFC and like actual combat sport like mixed martial arts and all that. But as for a finisher, it's just I don't think it's meant to be a finisher. It's meant to be like a submission in between, like causing like the
like a rest. Like I think it's like an active break, bro. It's like a chance for like like one competitor to slap on a choke, and both guys catch their breath and work the second half of the match.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's meant to be a rest hold. But other than that, the match was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Jay really went straight out the gate with it. He was really aiming for Gunther's jugular. But again, just the ending with the sleeper. I get what they're trying to do because Dragunov did the exact same thing when he won the title against Walter at the time, or Gunther. I think it was Gunther. Can't remember, but I get what they're trying to do with it. And I don't know if you saw, but apparently the video showing Jay win had like more dislikes than likes. I don't know. I don't know if it's them overhating it or anything. I personally think it's overhate because think about it. Jay got his WrestleMania moment, winning the world title. How can you like? I mean,
yeah, that's what it's about, man. Like WrestleMania, sometimes you get your picks who win. Like this is what I say about like the people who overhated on Jay winning. Like because honestly, like over the last 2-3 years, Jay has been a workhorse, whether they like it or not. Like he has been a workhorse in WWE. You know what I mean? Like win, lose, or draw, he's there on pretty much every card. Every time he shows up, the crowd has a major pop. Even if this is his one and only title run, it's one that you can say how he got it. You may not like it, but the dude deserves it.
Well, let me ask you this though: if it's going to be inevitable that he'll be a transitional champion, who would be the one to take him down?
Knowing WWE, it'll probably be like Roman.
I think didn't Jace even said or Grim say that he might get another title run this year, probably.
Roman, yep.
Then that could be.
He said it on. He went on. Roman was on ESPN before Mania, and he was with Pat McAfee, Michael Cole, and the rest of the Pat McAfee show. And they asked him like, "So what's next for the Tribal Chief?" He goes, "I'm gonna go handle business with this, but I gotta get the power back, whether it's Cody Rhodes or John Cena, Gunther, or even my own family, Jay. Like, I got to get my power back." He goes, "Yeah, being Tribal Chief is cool, but I got to get my power back." And he's talking about his goal. So I think either way, but dig this though. How do you set up, and what's an easy way to set up Cody versus Roman? Because I know that's what people want, right? And it does two things, like, let's say, hypothetically, John Cena wins tonight, right?
Yeah.
You can branch off and have a John Cena versus Roman Reigns match at SummerSlam or something, where John Cena, who's not going to hold the belt for long, drops it to Roman, and then that sets up a Roman versus Cody feud for the next Mania, which everybody wants.
See, here's the thing, man. Like, I don't think that match needs to happen because what would they benefit off of it?
Yeah.
Like, they're too over, like, Roman's over already, and same with John, especially if he gets the title back. So what would be the what is it, the gain off of it? Like if it was Cody versus John, obviously it's like a passing of the torch. If John Cena wins, he's obviously a 17-time champion. If Roman wins it again, we're not going to see that shit for another 2 or 3+ years because that's how people like it. I know people out there that they still want Roman to have another title for another 3 years. I'm like, bruh, it was already born the first time. Really think I'm gonna see that shit again?
No,
I don't think so.
The reason why I say that it will be John versus Roman makes sense is because it goes back to the last time that they really had a moment when it was John Cena telling Roman, if you want to, I'm still here, so because you can't do your job. This is a promo. If you want to learn how to be the big dog, you gotta learn how to do your job, kid. That was the last moment that those two ever had in a ring together for the most part. You know what I mean?
Well, no, really, because they had a.
Oh, fuck our conversation.
Pretty much.
Here you are again. Here you are again on my channel without my permission.
You what?
What?
He's the one that invited me.
He's the one who set it up.
Well, I mean, it's my channel. Of course, I set it up. Anyways, what were y'all gentlemen talking about?
He was talking about how Roman and Cena may happen if
Cena wins. No. You talking about all the events of last night?
Yeah, pretty much about.
All right, hear me out here. Hear me out. All right, so we all said Seth was winning, so we all saw that coming. All right, so you ready?
Yes.
I'm gonna read exactly what I sent Luck last night on Messenger.
Yeah.
So last night we got to see the entire trajectory of Seth Rollins' career in one match. Came out as a visionary. Then remember it blacked out, and what was he? He was a messiah. Look at his gear. He was wearing the
all white gear.
The white Ranger gear. Then the heist. You remember when he did the heist of the century?
Yeah.
What happened? When he fucking cashed in the last time?
Yeah.
Okay, but what did he do this time? He stole Paul Heyman from them, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Then at the end, just icing on the cake, chair to the back.
Yep.
Of Roman Reigns again, just to end it. That is what you call cinema. Fucking cinema. So look, this is what I see happening. Cody versus Rock, SummerSlam. Seth versus Roman at SummerSlam. Punk versus Cena at SummerSlam. I truly believe Roman and Punk will put their differences aside because now they have a big problem on their hands, which is gonna be the Rock's team ultimately. Because I truly believe that that's not finished. I think tonight what's gonna happen is in the main event, Seth will cost Cody the title.
Yep.
And then that will reveal that he was working with Rock the whole time. And you remember what Karrion said. This is another thing. Karrion Kross predicted that.
Did he cross paths with Seth?
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
When? I missed that.
Like 3 months ago. He kept telling him. He kept hinting at him. We need a Messiah. We need a Messiah. We need a Messiah. And then bam, even Karrion Kross tweeted about it this morning. I mean, it's crazy, man. Like, I hate how they're treating Karrion Kross's in-ring wrestling character, but his character work is
amazing,
insanely amazing.
Like everybody he touches either is a champion or has like a heavy impact going on right now.
Well, and it's like that, or they turn heel. He's turning them evil.
Yep. And it's such a subtle thing to where you have to be like an actual hardcore, like watching wrestling fans to catch on to it too. Because like from the New Day to the Street Profits to Seth Rollins to wasn't he after Chad for a little bit?
Who?
Karrion.
Karrion was never main title champ. He was NXT though.
No, I said wasn't he after Chad? Like he was messing with Chad.
Yes.
Gable, right? He was messing with Gable for a little bit too.
Yep.
Let's just all agree that Karrion Kross is toxic as fuck.
Is he a good kind of toxic or is he a bad kind of toxic? Because
He's turning
toxic,
all of them. He's turning all of them evil. So I mean,
but they're all successful.
I'm not
Making
saying
it
that. I'm not
champions or
saying
they're on
that
a hell of
though.
a
I'm
run.
not saying that. I'm just saying that he's toxic.
No.
All right, so I'm looking at our picks from
What's
everybody,
next?
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Guess who had the best night?
Me?
No,
Who?
me. I only lost one match.
Which was that one?
I picked Naomi over Jade. That was the only one I got wrong.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Holy shit.
That was the only pick I had wrong.
Which one did I get wrong?
You picked Charlotte. You picked I think you picked
No, I
Naomi too,
picked
didn't
Tiffy. Because I
Yeah,
didn't even say anything.
Hold on.
I just went like
on
Hey,
this.
look.
on Tiffy time.
I was
Hold on,
like
let me
this.
look.
What are you
I
talking
have
He
it
was
about?
right
on
here.
Tiffy
I
time.
have it right here. Hold on. I have it right here.
He was on Tiffy time.
Oh no, you did.
Because I didn't even say a word. As soon as you announced the match, I just went like this.
No, yeah. No, you did pick Tiffany. Okay, so you did pick Naomi though.
I did?
Yeah. You
Why
picked
did I do that?
Naomi.
Watch
And
the
then
old stream. You'll see. Nah.
yeah, no, you picked Naomi and then you picked who'd you pick? Who's the other one? Let me see. TJ also picks Tiffy. Okay. We all picked Tiffy on that one.
Yeah.
But we also
Charlotte did
I remember we all said
Happy Easter,
don't be
Marcus.
surprised.
Happy Easter.
I remember
Marcus.
we all said that don't be surprised if Charlotte ends up winning. I remember saying that. We all said that. All right, to the champ, the TKO Rising Stars champ. Letting us know Happy Easter. Happy Easter to you, champ.
Hey, we need to get you on here. Hey, next week, next Saturday, you are going to be on here, sir. So cancel your plans with your mama, cancel your plans with your girl, cancel your plans with your kids, cancel your plans to go train or hopefully take CJ's championship, even though we know that's not going to happen. I got to say that right now. I'll talk to you next week. But anyway, this is In the Corner with Lug Jackson. We'll see you next week with Marcus Ray.
Okay, well,
I'm gonna cancel my match just to interfere in the whole fucking interview. I'm a dead ass be in the match. Hey guys, how you doing? Oh, how you doing, guys? I'm basically in a shit.
we do have a match this weekend, right?
Yeah, EBW.
Yeah, that's right. We get to confront your boy Devontae.
No, he's gonna be at Claiborne.
Oh, of course he's running away from me. That just makes sense.
Yeah, I noticed that he wasn't gonna be there. I thought he was gonna be there for another one of his open challenges again, but never mind.
Yep.
But okay, so we all picked Tiffy.
I remember I picked CM Punk and Roman Reigns. That's crazy. I knew who was going to win the match because I said exactly what was going to happen. I said that.
Hey, okay, that's the other one you lost. Actually.
Yeah, I picked. Damn it.
I picked Seth.
Yeah, you did.
Who I picked again? I forgot.
You picked
CM Punk.
You picked CM Punk.
I figured. Okay.
So
because I said what was going to happen.
Y'all both had two. Y'all had two losses at one. So it's still close. It's still fairly close. So all right,
if we beat Graham, he has to run a mile.
Let's up the ante. The winner gets to decide the loser's fate. But in what? What should we do? What should we do? Let's see.
I ain't doing nothing stupid. Just know that. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Loser gets trapped. There you go.
Okay. Loser takes chops. I'm down for that. You down for that? Look.
Bet. Let's do it.
I get chopped for living, so might as well.
All right. Well,
no. If CJ loses, he has to say 10 nice things that aren't sarcastic about Jack Spear. In ring.
Wow.
Hey, at Proving Grounds.
At Proving Ground. Yes, that's the deal.
Okay, so that's what he has to do if he loses.
Jack Spears at Proving Ground in Kingsville.
All right, so that's what he has to do if he loses. What do you do if you lose?
I'll take the chop. You got to run a mile.
I'll run a mile. I'm down. That's fair. That's fair.
Actually, no. Scratch that.
I'll run a mile.
Scratch that. Fuck that. You.
Oh shit.
That's too easy. Because
That's too easy.
physical activity
I'm
doesn't bring
fat.
you
That's not easy
shame.
for me.
That's
No,
too
no, no,
easy.
no, no, no. See, that'll only bring
That's
you physical torture,
That's
physical
wild.
pain. You have to say 15 nice things about Jack Spears in Kingsville, Texas at Proving Grounds. Because that hurts your pride. That like you'll run a mile
I'll do
easy,
it, but
right?
it won't be during the
You
show
have
because
to
that just
say
won't make
10
sense.
or 15 no, actually scratch that. You're a dick. You have to say 20 sincere things about Jack Spears
There's not even
in
20 things
Kingsville.
to say about him.
Well, you better win.
Yeah, exactly. Well, either way, so
Now,
I
what
know
does he have
y'all,
to do? He said we got to
we're
come up with
still
something
talking
good.
about night one. So let's talk about match of the night. I think we're all going to agree that the main event was match of the night by far.
I will give it that, yes, because in a sense, we've all seen crazy moments, like the one where they basically domino effect the whole thing, and they had like CM Punk's GTS, Roman Spear, and Seth Stomp right there.
That was sick.
Yeah, that was just back to back. I like seeing shit like that.
But sleeper spot of the night though was when Naomi tries to over the castle or whatever on Jade, and Jade catches her and suplexes her. Dog. That was tight, bro. Like the women's wrestling has come so far in the last like 15, 20 years, bro. Like
I
that's
agree completely.
insane. Like you've never seen a woman like jump and say, hey, all right, I'm gonna put my head for your armpit and I hope you catch me.
And what's crazy is that think about it, WrestleMania 25, they had that battle royale for I forgot what it was for, and then no woman won that match. It was Santino in a fucking wig that won that match,
bro.
Like that's how far it's gone ever since then.
Even more recent than that, you remember when Carmelo won it and James Ellsworth went up the ladder and got it for him?
That was really for storyline. That wasn't really for. That was still like when women's wrestling was still like trying to get serious.
That's what I'm saying.
Which it has been, but I think for that sense, it was kind of meant for story. It wasn't like a straight up mockery for women's wrestling, if you think about it. Because even then, they kind of reversed that decision anyway.
Cool. But let's see, what else was on the first night? The Charlotte Flair match was boring. I'm sorry.
I'll admit, I went to the bathroom for that one.
That was boring.
Okay, so
I almost played Assassin's Creed.
I'm glad you mentioned that match. So this is my take on that match. So I had a lot of people tell me that Tiffany looked bad. I'm like, it wasn't Tiffany.
It was Charlotte, bro.
It was Charlotte.
Old and slow.
It was Charlotte.
And it wasn't even that. Charlotte wasn't listening. Anytime Tiffany tried doing anything, she would just look at her like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? You're supposed to be the veteran in this match. Exactly. You're supposed to help her look good. And what are you doing? You're looking absolute garbage. So this is just my opinion. Charlotte, hang it up. It's time.
Hang it up.
We don't want you anymore. We don't want you here.
Let's put it this way. How old is Charlotte right now?
39.
So Charlotte is 40 years old, right? And she's in a sport to where she needs all of her athleticism all the time. Wrestling isn't like a sport where like football, basketball, to where if you have a knee injury, you can limp your way through stuff, or you can try and rehab it, like take 2 weeks off and then rehab it and come back, right? Like you need all of your body all the time. You have to be willing to say to your body, all right, we got to land right here and get back up and keep rolling. And her body is telling her, bitch, we are 40 years old with these fake parts on us and we can't operate anymore. And I think she can't let it go. She's just like her dad, but at least her dad has the body to try and keep going.
Does he though?
Does he though? Not at 95.
Does he though?
But this is the thing with Ric Flair though. Ric Flair doesn't mind putting people over still.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I will.
Charlotte doesn't want to put people over.
Yeah,
she's one of those types.
She's like the old CJ Renegade, you know.
Of course. Well, I'm still that. What do you mean?
They
I'm
still hate
kidding.
him for no
You,
reason.
you you think I would fucking put over Marcus? Hell no. But that Tiffy really did the best she could for
Yeah,
what was
she
like
did
what was
what she
presented.
yeah,
Because
bro.
even with Charlotte not listening, like she did.
Well, I don't know if you noticed in the very beginning, Charlotte was connecting on those punches for real. You
I
can
know,
hear it. You can
Mhm.
hear it, and you
Yeah,
can
like
he's
I
tell
don't
Tiffany.
get
Tiffany
what's
looks like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? So what'd she do? She started fighting her back for real. That shit was ridiculous.
I don't get what possesses Charlotte to act the way she does. Just because you're the
yo,
daughter of Ric
bro.
Flair, you have all these opportunities placed with you. You want to act this way at damn near 40 years old. Like there are people who are younger than you that fucking do that shit better than you could.
Huh? But this is what happens when your career has been based off bloodline and not skill. You know what I mean? Like, yes, at one point in Charlotte's career, she was a solid competitor. But no one ever said, bro, Charlotte's the best woman wrestler on the roster.
And I think after the when Becky, Charlotte, and Bailey went to the main roster,
Yep.
when she won the title, that
Yep.
was when she let her ego, like both in the ring and
And
outside of the ring,
in the locker room.
yeah, in the locker room too,
Hmm.
especially with the Becky and Charlotte situation.
Okay, well, I think it's time we let's get this little plug in now, Mr. Jackson. If you can read the bottom for us, let's go ahead and get that plug in now.
Oh,
I said any day now, sir.
Ground the Reckoning, May 18th, 2025, Gainesville, Texas. Proving Ground the Reckoning, May 18th. Oh, what? Get your ticket. Hey, check it out, guys. Make sure you get your tickets right now. Let me lock in. May 18th, Proving Ground, Kingsville, Texas. Graham put the address on there so I can tell the people where they're going. Make sure you get your tickets. You can either get them with myself, Jay Graham, CJ Renegade, anybody on the roster, our YouTube channel, our Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. But I'm gonna be there. Somebody got a lot of people with a lot to prove, got a lot of beef to squash, storylines to tell, but that's right there.
Did we leave? Oh, they were.
How did we leave?
All right, so that'll be on every episode you do from now on. This little QR code.
I actually have a question for y'all about the Grand Ole American situation, especially since Jack was talking about it on the comments.
It's not Jack Gable.
Not just that, but someone made a comment about it. I'm not saying it's Jack. I think there's someone who said it, but they're saying that Grand Ole Americano is making a mockery of lucha libre, which in a sense, he's not really making a
That's kind
mockery.
of the point. He's a heel.
Yes, but also if you think about it, it's bringing more eyes to lucha libre now more than
Exactly.
ever because
Exactly.
now with WWE purchasing the acquisition to AAA, you're getting all these lucha libre, the newer fans to look more at lucha libre. They'll look at AAA. They'll look at people from that division now going to WWE. So in a sense, this whole angle with Grand Americano is now making more fans for the lucha libre. So
Yep.
I think in a sense it's making it more popular now more than ever.
Because even last night you had a spot with Americano and Vikingo, right?
Mm-hmm.
At
Yep.
first, it's like, oh snap, that's Vikingo. I saw him at GCWA here in Corpus. Then
Yeah.
snap, I saw him at AEW. Then I'm like, wait, he's at WWE now? Oh snap, he's with AAA. What's that promotion? You know what I mean? So yeah, it's like, do I know Vikingo? Yes, but I know more. Like, I think I know who Americano is behind the mask.
We won't know until later on, but
It's Vince McMahon.
that'd be wild as fuck.
That
But,
like, what kind of steroids would he be on? But is he making a mockery of it? Because he doesn't do like he does some luchador moves, but like it's you can tell that it's a work, and like if Rey Mysterio's on with Ray Phoenix is on board with it. I think it's one of those situations where like you're like Penta's on board with like your luchadors are like, hey bro, you're cool with us, then like we really can't say much. You know what I mean? That's why
But
like
in a sense, it's not making mockery. It's like it's for storyline, of course.
yeah.
Like I can see it. Like he did lucha moves in the match. I mean, we all can see it plain as day. But the thing is, though, it's not only like making fans more interested to seeing a Gran Americano fall, but it's also making everyone look at lucha libre a lot more because now you're getting everyone who doesn't know who Americano is. Like, okay, he wants to be lucha libre. What's lucha libre? They'll look up Rey Mysterio. They'll look up Ray Phoenix. They'll look up Pinto. They'll look at all of the luchas we have in WWE and even more behind the scenes. You know.
Thanks.
You were saying, Jay? I mean, cut you off.
He is from the Gulf of America. Anyways, I just like to give a quick shout out to Panda Express for the lunch. Fuck yeah.
Jeez. I had Domino's.
Since
I got
Luck wanted to fucking sleep in and shit.
what?
I said since Luck wanted to fucking sleep in and shit.
Hey bro, I have you know what happened is I woke up at like 5 in the morning, right? And realized I never took my dogs out last night. So I took them out for like 10 minutes. Got back inside, couldn't sleep. Played Assassin's Creed for an hour. Then went to sleep. That's where I fucked up. And then I woke up at 11:44. That's exactly what happened.
And then immediately messaged me, bro, I just woke up.
Exactly. So I woke up.
Knowing damn well you had to show at 11, not 12.
Well, I would have done the show at 11 if I woke up on time.
But it's okay, because we started right at 1 o'clock today. So
You know what I'm saying? It's 4:20. People aren't going to be here at 11 any day. Anyway, and it's Easter. People at church.
oh, I forgot.
Okay, so I think should we discuss our predictions for night 2, or should we,
We're getting there, sir.
Okay. I got to be
Now-
somewhere.
Me
Now let's continue with the recap. So because we haven't
Oh, that's
really
right,
talked about every match. We've just kind of like, okay, this
So
happened, that happened, that happened.
we
that
talked
happened.
about
So-
Tiffy. We talked about
the trick.
the triple
Talked about,
threat.
talked about Naomi. Talked about Tiffany.
Let's talk about Jacob Fatu becoming
U.S.
the
champion.
new United States champion.
I support it. I support it. I'm here for it. But I'll say this though. LA Knight, you saw the advancedness in the age. Not a lot. I'm not gonna say he looked old, but like you saw that Jacob was like a spire chicken out there, and LA Knight was more like, "Hey, bro, don't hurt me. Here's your belt."
Like slow the fuck down.
Yeah, exactly. Like slow the fuck down, dude. Like you, like that moment would go. Okay, who's your dream Jacob Fatu opponent?
Penta again.
Roman.
Jerm?
Roman.
He's a Roman.
Roman?
I say Penta because there was a clip that surfaced like a while back that showed them doing a bunch of sequences in the ring, and I'm like, bro, imagine they did that in WWE, like that particular sequence in WWE.
Haven't they fought in the Indies?
They did, yes. I'm saying I want to see that again in a WWE ring.
Yeah.
For
Well,
me?
yeah, for you.
Takaloa. Whatever happened to that one? Whatever happened to Loa? Like, did they just injure him off screen?
I think he was injured again from War Games. I think
Who?
the other Tonga, the other one.
Takaloa.
Hangaloa? Yeah,
Yeah.
he got hurt. You mean Bacho Loa?
Yeah, Bacho. Yeah.
Well, let's see, what else is
All right,
So Jacob being U.S. champion. Your thoughts on it, Jerm?
I'm not mad. I'm very happy, actually. I'm surprised they pulled the plug that early on it. I feel like this is the same situation they did with Machine Gun or Machine.
Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah, Motor City Machine Guns.
Well,
yeah.
the thing with them though is they wanted their debut night. They didn't win it like when they maybe months after they debuted. They won it right when they did.
I feel like Triple H Saul.
He
How
cares
much?
about.
And
He don't care how long you've been there. He cares about how much money you can put in his pocket. What's best for business, bro?
yeah, well, see, look, that's the
Like,
thing though. So I think that he was looking at how the crowd felt about him, and everybody in the crowd loves Jacob Fatu right now. So it makes sense that they throw the title on him. Because why the
but at
fuck not?
the same time, though, but if you look at it like with that same logic, he would have put the belt on LA Knight like 2 WrestleManias ago. Like when they came to Corpus, right after that, he was hotter than he's ever been. They didn't decide to put the belt on him until recently. I mean, I think that Jacob is just that much of a rock star and that much of a superstar that you had no other choice, bro. Because if he really wanted to, if anybody next in the family should have gotten a belt outside of Jay, should have been Solo.
Yeah, no, I agree. I
So
feel like Solo should have gotten the title first.
yeah, but the fact that Jacob came in, wreck shop, and basically surpassed Solo. His main job was to be the right hand man to Solo, the protector of Solo, right? As far as storyline goes, this man came in, started doing springboard deadliest moonsaults ever. I didn't realize until last night that him and Tiffany Stratton have the same fucking finisher. It looks totally fucking different.
Yep.
They both do the same moonsault, little pop up, yeah, the same shit. But one's like, oh my god, that is so beautiful and elegant, and one's like, God, that shit is nasty. Like it's Jacob's just different, bro. Like he, like the way he can sell, the way he moves around the ring. Like he should not be that big. That in football, we call him an anomaly, bro, because like he big, he fast, he physical, he quick, he can move, he can, bro. He has it all. What does he not have? Jay's in trouble, dog. Like I think Jacob's coming for the World Heavyweight Championship.
I think I think the person who dethrones Jay is Seth Rollins.
I think so too. I think so.
It's inevitable.
It's inevitable. If anybody is going to f over a Samoan, it's going to be a Rollins.
God.
So
And
I think
I think now that I think for this storyline, one thing had to come into play that we're all missing. I think Becky's coming back soon.
yeah, see, I think she's coming back tonight. I think that's
Yeah.
gonna be Lyra's partner.
Because check it out, and they hinted at it was like Lyra's potential. They said Lyra's potential partner could be a fellow countrywoman.
Yep.
And again, WWE does nothing by accident as far as camera work, who's on screen, what's in
Commentary.
the back, what's in the
Commentary.
corner, right? Commentary, right? When you like, we all saw it last night. We saw the plan. This next year is all about Seth Rollins. Whatever he calls himself, I wonder what it's like. Paul Heyman's going to call himself. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I am a what is he for? What are you for, a Messiah? What are you for, an architect? What are you for, a visionary? What
I am a disciple for the
and-
Messiah.
Or advisor.
Like what are you? Like no, because he always has a different title. He was an advisor to. It was an advocate for Brock Lesnar. He was an advisor to CM Punk. He was a wise man to Roman Reigns.
He's gonna be a disciple to the Messiah.
Nah, he's not a disciple because that means he's a follower. Paul Heyman would never say he's a follower. He'd say he's either better than or equal to. He would never say he's a follower.
We're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out.
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul. Hey, so are they gonna sing the boos now? Boo!
That wouldn't be.
That'd be great.
Well, hey, did you notice during his entrance, you know how he likes to stand there and do that and like let the crowd sing? He didn't do that last night.
Bro,
at all.
I told Nico the other day. I was like the one because I'm a big Seth Rollins. I'm a Seth Rollins guy. Like that's my guy, bro.
I love Seth Rollins as well.
Y'all said he sold out. I said no, he bought in. When y'all said what is he doing, I said he a visionary. Just wait on it. You know what I'm saying? But I say that to say this, bro. Like over the since this feud started, since the moment that we knew that this was going to be a thing, right? If you notice, his attires look less and less like he was getting lost in the closet, and more like, "Hey, bro, I'm about my business now." Like,
yeah,
like it went from flamboyant colors to like just black and gold. It went from big collars to a 6 SR chain. You know what I mean? It was so subtle and beautiful, bro. Shout out Sal in the chat for putting the googly eyes, seeing us. Make sure you get your tickets to Proving Ground, Sal.
That's the Mad Dog.
I know that's the man. That's my guy right there. I actually graduated with him.
I know shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so CJ, a little history lesson for you. Me, Jarvis, or Luck, should I say? My bad, I'm doing something right now for the show. Me, Luck, and Sal all went to the same school and graduated around the same time.
I
What
think I
year was
graduated
that?
a year before you.
Yeah, you graduated in what, 2011?
Yeah, I was 11. Yeah,
I was
me and
12.
Matt were 11.
I was
That's
12.
funny. I'm 13.
From Carroll? What's
No, I'm from.
No,
No,
he went to Victoria.
I'm from Calhoun.
Memorial,
Port
East or
Lavaca. No, Victoria had east, west. No, at that time it was east and west, but I didn't go there. I wasn't going for my senior year, but I stayed in Calhoun.
Class of 2011. Everybody put your graduation class or your GED class in the chat. Know what I'm saying? GED class of August, nigga. What's up?
Jack probably got a GED of 2023 or something.
Nah, he's still working on it, bro.
He has an IQ of 23 for crying out loud.
Yeah, he has an
Ouch.
IQ.
Ouch. Okay, we're getting a little off topic here about the whole thing. The recap. It's about Jacob Fatu. Or unless we go more into that.
All right, so yeah, so ultimately, I think that's what's going to end up happening with the whole Seth Rollins thing. I agree. So the first year it was all about Roman. This past year it was all about Cody. Now it's going to be all about Seth. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. Seth deserves it. He definitely fucking deserves it.
He's definitely the workhorse of WWE.
Absolutely, 100%.
Or at least one of them.
Yeah, see, Southside is the class of 2011. So.
Y'all all old, goddamn.
Yeah, you're old too, bitch.
You old ass. I hear your knees
creak. I'll be old. At least I'm not a fat ass.
But you are.
You're damn right.
What? That makes no sense.
All right,
a fat ass that can move like a cheetah. That's me.
That's me too.
No, you move more like a Astrovan.
God.
96 Astrovan that need an oil change, nigga.
Ew, he said Astrovan.
I got my oil right here, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. That's what's that Dr. Pepper coat.
Huh?
Sweet tea, probably.
Yeah,
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
Right there. That's that oil.
Wait. He gonna drink that tea. Well, I'll be right back. I got a bathroom real quick.
You know what? Yeah. You know what? Let me go to the bathroom.
That's it.
Yeah, that's me.
Like 5 minutes. I'll be back. I'll be back, guys.
Yeah, I tell you not to let me drink tea when I'm on the road. Goddamn it, that should make me.
Yeah, we're stopping Ganado. We'll stop at Ganado and then leave until hit El Campo. I gotta stop use bathroom.
And then one more time at Buc-ee's.
No shit.
No, you just want to stop for the beaver nuggets.
Damn right, that too.
Bro, I do not understand like the Buc-ee's addiction in travel in Texas, and so like when we first got here, we just drove straight through. We stopped at a gas station or whatever, but like go to Houston or whatever. Like we gotta stop at Buc-ee's. What the fuck is a Buc-ee's?
What the fuck is a Buc-ee's?
This is real, bro. Like people don't understand how real that Buc-ee's connection is in Texas. You better go get you a chopped beef and some beaver nuggets.
Okay. So what's next? What's next on the agenda?
All right, so now it's time for the real thing. Now, the WrestleMania 41 match card. Now, let me go ahead and share the screen so y'all can see the match card. I have it right here.
No.
So that is going to be our match card for today.
God darn it.
This is going to be our match card for today. Now, let's go ahead and talk about AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. Predictions on who's going to win and why you think they're winning.
Logan
Oh,
Paul and AJ turns heel.
Do what?
so
I can't see
he
you.
I know. Hold up.
he faded out. Hold up.
I had to talk camera for a second. You know what I'm saying? I
All right,
had
there
to
you go.
go and talk to myself. But I'm gonna say, wait, I'm down 1 or 2 points right now.
You're down one. Y'all both
Man,
down
I'm
one to
gonna
me
say Logan
right now.
Paul, and the reason why I say Logan Paul is because he always loses at Mania, and this has been the year of get your first Mania dub, and I think that the carrying cross effect finally takes place on AJ tonight, and this is the night that he turns heel, but it's gonna come from a loss.
So Logan, you pick
Logan,
Logan?
Logan wins,
Okay. And that's
but
okay, CJ?
Okay, so I think I'm not saying AJ deserves this win for Mania, only because he's done so much in his career. I don't think he needs it. So in a sense, I think Logan's gonna take it. Um, and how he's gonna win it, I'll probably agree with Luck on that one. And maybe he'll take it, and obviously AJ will probably turn heel. But I think if I'm thinking who's gonna win a match, probably Logan.
Okay, so we're all picking Logan for this match.
Yeah, and not because I'm not a fan of the guy. I just think that tonight he may get the dub for Mania.
Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. I know there was no interferences, no surprises yesterday because I truly believe
tonight's going
that
down.
I think today is gonna be that day where that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So my pick will be Logan Paul as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and let me see. And my reasoning why is the exact same as y'all's because I think that uh AJ really doesn't need this win. Like he's already a legend in the game and everybody knows that. Um, so he has nothing to prove really to
He's already established, as they
yeah,
say.
he's already established and I feel like Logan Paul has lost a lot at Mania. He won his first match with The Miz at Mania in the tag team, and then he's lost every match since then, I believe, at Mania. So I think it's a time for another dub for him. So
Yep. And it's
we all
a chance
agree.
from
There's
little
our
brother.
picks right there at the bottom. We all picked Logan Paul to win.
Bet.
All right, so let's move on to a random pick. Let's do the Fatal Four Way. Braun Breaker defending his championship against Finn Balor, Pinta, and Dominic Mysterio. CJ, go ahead and go first.
I already got my pick, though. I know who I'm picking. And you're
This
not
is
changing my
this one is extremely tough for me because I really want to root for all four of them. For the simple fact is Penta's doing great right now. Like he's hot right now. Like it's like everywhere you go, you'll see Saddle, Miedo. Like everywhere you'll go, you'll see it. Um, Dom, like people hate the guy, but you have to admit, in the ring,
work.
he's good, really good heel work. Finn has been getting really shitty luck lately, and I will say this: he has been getting shitty luck in the ring, not just from like his past few. Like okay, so that last match he had with Damien, that didn't need to happen. He needed some kind of dub after that, but ever since then, hasn't been getting enough traction. So I think he really needs this win. But however, I think Braun is still like he's still popping with the IC title. Like he's pulling off crazy moments on cam. Like he had that crazy spear he had on Carlito. He
Facts.
double speared Dominic and I think Carlito. I think again, or was it Dom and Finn?
Double spear is crazy work.
Like he took out both of them at once. So I mean, he's doing great right now. Like he's really not lived to the Steiner name, but obviously he's Breaker, obviously. But
He finally did Steiner math, too.
Yeah, he did
not,
the Steiner match. That shit was hilarious.
yeah, that was crazy. So
He's
this
like,
one's
just me in the match gives me a 50% chance of winning. That was hilarious.
but in a sense, like I said, this match was tough to call when it got announced. But um, I may have to go with like I don't know, bro. Like this is really tough. I really want Penta to win. I really do. But I think if they really want to like push Dom, he has to win it.
So you're gonna pick Dirty Dom?
Yeah, Dirty Dom.
All right. Let's see. Let me go ahead and put your pick in for you.
You know that I hate you so much.
All right, Mr. Luck.
Man, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, bro. Like, if they're like, man, he stole my pick. I thought that I was gonna be the only one who rode with Dirty Dom today. So for those reasons, since DJ picked him, I'm gonna go different. For some reason, I don't like champions in fatal four ways, triple threats, multiple people in the ring at a time matches because there's way too many variables for them to lose.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that what's going to happen is you're going to have a spear into a who else in this match? You have Dom, Braun, Finn, and who?
Dom, Penta, Finn, and
Okay.
Breaker.
So you're gonna have you're gonna have Penta's finisher, that destroyer, into a coup de grace, into a spear, into a splash. Dom wins. I don't know how.
Like a domino effect.
It's gonna be a domino effect finish. Dom's gonna end up on the top rope with someone laying there after they hit their finisher or something, or Finn's gonna coup de grace somebody. After he does his roll, he's gonna get speared. Then that's gonna go straight into Penta hitting Braun with his finisher, bam, and then then here comes Dom over the top. I just feel like Dom's gonna win, bro. He deserves it. And he has a Liv Morgan effect, all gold, everything, bro. Dom's on top now. Pause.
Hey, all I'm saying is I am actually going with both of y'all's picks as well. I think Dirty Dom's moment.
Never
Dirty
mind.
Dom's moment.
Never mind.
Dirty Dom's moment needs to happen. Has he even won a match at Mania yet?
He has not.
Bro,
He lost to Ray. He lost to
Uh-huh.
that tag team match with Ray and who was it? It wasn't Dragon Lee. It was someone else, right? Because Dragon Lee got hurt, or was it?
No, he won that tag match.
Yeah, he won. But who was Ray's partner in that match?
Dragon Lee?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Dragon Lee. It was it Carlito?
Yeah.
Let me look at Carlito. Let me look at. Hold up.
Anyway, I'm changing my pick. I'm changing my pick.
You're just trying to tie, aren't you? We
No,
have a lot
I'm not
more other
trying to
matches.
tie. It's just that we both picked Logan Paul. All three of us picked Logan. All three of us can't pick Dirty Dom.
Yeah, we can.
No, we can't. Then it's gonna stay
it was
matches. We have other matches to pick from.
It was Andrade. There you go. It was Andrade. It was Dragon Lee, but then it got turned to Andrade.
All right, so I already put your pick in, so you're gonna have to stick.
Nah, change it, Brett. Give me Finn.
You want Finn?
I'll take Finn. I'll take Finn, just so I don't have to be. Cause bro, like, we can't all be picking the same things, man.
Hey, what do you mean? I picked first. What do you mean?
I know you did.
You're the one following me.
I'm not following you. I already had my mind made up last night.
I had my mind on Dom 2 weeks ago. But what had happened was I was like,
what had happened was
I thought I was being all creative by picking Dom. Little did I know, I'm in a group chat with goddamn CJ and Jay Grimm over here stealing my shit. But it's all
good. Your shit. First of all, this is my shit.
It's all good. Did I say Finn or Braun?
You said at first you said Dom at first. Now you're saying Finn.
So
I feel like
I put you down as Finn.
That's a bad pick. Tell you what. Scratch that.
Oh God, no.
Last scratch.
You can't change your pick after 2 times.
Scratch.
No.
You get one more. You get one more the rest of the stream.
Me and Mad Dog
can't change it.
Team Braun. I'm going with Mad Dog in the chat. We're going Team Braun. Since I had to come up off my pick of Dom.
You didn't have to.
It only feels right. I gotta be different. Give me Braun. Last one for that match.
That's your last pick change. Everyone gets 2.
Well, the rules established now. I get one more.
I'll give you one more just because I'm in a good mood today.
Are you though?
He's never
No,
in a
not
good
really.
mood.
I'm never in a
Exactly.
good
The only
fucking mood.
thing that puts him in a happy mood is a happy meal.
Not
No,
even.
you know why I'm happy? It's Panda Express, baby. That's why.
See? Happy meal.
All right, you ready for the next match?
Yes.
All right, so let's move on to Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest in the Sin City Street Fight.
I like that. I mean, I
Um,
only say that because my song's called
Luck, you're
Sin
the host, so you get to go first.
Give
No.
me what?
City.
Tell you what, short and sweet. I don't really know why. Give me Damian Priest.
Any reason why?
Don't know.
Just like you didn't know if you could choose your fucking pick from the last match.
Yeah,
Should have just went first like I wanted to last match and stuck with Dom. See, it was one of those.
Dom's
Like,
gonna win, and you're gonna regret it.
I know he's gonna win, and I already regret it.
I wanted
All
I
right.
wanted Penta to win, but knowing good and well they're gonna have probably Dom win.
All right, CJ, who are you picking? Damian Priest or Drew McIntyre?
That one's tough to call for again because they have all these good matches. It's tough for me to call, but I just think this match was made just to have Damian and Drew in WrestleMania. I think that's really it. I mean, what was the purpose of it? Like, what was?
They have history. They have a lot of history.
Of course, but I mean,
Didn't
I don't.
Damian cash in on Drew?
Yep,
I
exactly.
mean, okay. So I
Last
guess
year.
yeah. So yeah, okay. Now rethinking my
At Mania, right?
and
Yeah,
Mania.
at Mania.
So, I mean, I think to get revenge on Damian, I think Drew has to get this dub.
So you're
I'm
gonna
going
pick.
with- I'm
You're
going
gonna
with
pick
Drew
Drew.
because honestly, if Damian cashed in on Drew last year for the world title, it makes sense for Drew to get revenge, especially from the last I think SmackDown when Damian chokeslammed him through the car or whatever.
Say again.
No, I was saying that in a good sense, this can be a good revenge story for Drew because, like y'all said, Damian cashed in on him at Mania, and then now Damian chokeslammed him through a car. He got glass in his eye, supposedly.
Okay, so
I'm going with Drew.
you're going with Drew.
Yes.
I am also going with Drew in this one.
There, Luck. Now you're different.
I made all my picks like a week ago. What you mean? But anyways,
Well, if you made it a week ago, they're not
I'll
spontaneous.
pick Penta. I'm a big breaker.
no. So no. Like I said, I'm picking Drew only because it does make sense. You know, he had his moment, and it was ruined by none other than who last year at Mania. So now it's time to actually have his moment after he beats him. So I don't know. To me, that just makes sense. All right, so we already talked about all the non-title matches except for one, but we'll get back to that one because that's going to be a big discussion, I believe. So let's talk about the women's tag team championship. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez from Judgment Day defending against it was Bailey. Now it's not going to be Bailey. It's more than likely going to be a discussion we're going to talk about right now. But versus Lyra and her partner that she has to pick today. Now, first, who do y'all think is winning, and who do you think is going to be Lyra's partner? Now, let me go ahead. We're gonna make it two different things. So we're gonna put Lyra's partner choice. And Luck, we're gonna go ahead and go with you first.
I'm going to
Be different now.
take.
Be different now.
I'm gonna take Liv and Raquel to win the match. I'm going to say it's going to be Lyra and Becky. I'm gonna say Becky wants that championship because as a Grand Slam champion, that now takes her Grand Slam title away because the women's championship or the women's division has two titles that she hasn't had yet. So Becky, just like her husband, is going to turn heel, be an architect, be a visionary, be the man, and show that she still runs the women's division.
And
So I'm going to go with Liv and Raquel.
all right, I'm writing all this down. CJ.
You're probably gonna hate me for this, Luck, but
Okay, come to the dark side.
I'm already there. What do you mean? I think this whole match was a waste. Like, why do you have Lyra competing for the tag title?
It's dumb. It's a way to bring back Becky.
When she already has the IC title, and when Grim mentioned this the other day too, why doesn't Chelsea have a match at Mania for the US title?
I agree. I agree.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it made no sense to have the women's IC champ in a tag team match for the tag team titles. It makes no sense to me.
But so I'm gonna finish.
No, you're good, but I'm thinking Liv and Raquel are going to win for that simple fact is because Lyra doesn't need the tag team championship. She already has the IC title. So, and whoever her partner may be, I may agree with that because I have no idea who can replace Bayley at such short notice. But I might go with Becky on that too.
Okay, so we all have the same pick for this one. No one sees them losing that title right now. Which makes the most logical sense, to be honest. And then as far as mystery opponent, yeah, it's gonna be Becky all the way.
Yeah.
Especially because the way they were talking about it, especially yesterday, after she got attacked, they're like, I think that was the only backstage segment of WrestleMania yesterday.
It was.
That.
It was.
Which is odd because Triple H is all about backstage segments.
Also, I don't know if y'all heard me talk about this. Did y'all feel like, although the card was like solid and like the matches were good, that the show like for some reason lacked a little pop, little eh?
Yeah,
I don't know because
not the matches, not the matches. I'm talking about the show with like the overall presentation of the show.
I feel like they're saving all that shit for today. I really do.
So here's what I think happened, right? If you notice, there was only 2 sets of pyro all night. There wasn't an opening pyro.
Yeah, there was.
Not much.
For Jay. There was Jay for Jay.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm about to go back and watch. But okay, so then there was only 3. So there was Jay, Charlotte, and Roman. Those are the only people who got pyro, right? But like I'm talking about like the big boom 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 to start the show, and then now your first match. That pyro never happened. Like the closing show pyro, like the big booms, right? Because if you notice, they sold tickets on the stage, right? On the stage and ramp.
That was interesting.
Yeah. So it doesn't allow for them to do their signature WWE pyros, which means like, and think about it, this is a WrestleMania. Like you're supposed to have pyro across the stadium. You know what I mean? Even in a dome, they'll take the camera outside and you'll see the pyro going off on the stadium.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, and like to be honest, like outside of a couple of entrances where LA Knight had the McLaren, Charlotte Flair had the Phantom, like there wasn't any like dynamic entrances. Even Jay's entrance, although it came from the crowd, like bro, you're at Allegiant Stadium. That is a massive arena to walk through the crowd from. You know what I mean? It's gonna take you forever.
Even Gunther's entrance was very boring. He just stood there and then went in there.
Yeah, like there was no signature WrestleMania entrances. There was no
except for CM
Punk.
Yeah, CM Punk was good.
CM Punk had the signature entrance.
Yeah,
okay, so
his was subtle. Like The fact that again, Seth Rollins, who Mr. Burn It Down, there was no flames except for his little flamethrower.
And then whenever he hit it up, they put the little flame on the screen.
Yeah, like so was that not? And to be honest with you, so I work with those type of guns, right? This like the CO2 guns like that. If you put the right light in there, it appears like fire, but it's just smoke.
So you don't even think it was real fire?
I wouldn't think it was real fire.
I mean,
I will
it's
say
understandable. They're probably just trying to be safe about it.
I will say though, when they played "This Fire Burns" on
I
CM
wanted to
Punk's
change
hype
my
video,
pick instantly when I saw that.
I was like, bro, I was like praying that they would bring back that song for tonight at least. But then I heard this Fire Burns, his original song
For CM Punk or Seth Rollins?
Yeah, for CM Punk.
Oh yeah.
But then I heard the rumor that Living Clover was going to be at the show, and like, oh well, fuck it, you know.
Yeah. So where were we at? What match are we?
We just did Becky and not Becky, Lyra.
Okay, so let's move on to. All right, this one's gonna be a good one right here. Randy Orton's Open Challenge.
That's going to be
Who is answering his call?
I'll let y'all go first on that one. I don't
Okay. I want to see who you got.
Huh?
I want to see who you got. You go first this time.
All right. There's 3 people I can think of. One, there was 4 at first for me, but now I think it's down to 3 because they showed a certain vignette of Aleister Black on SmackDown with the date on it.
Would it say 425?
Yes, it's at 425, which is next Friday. So I truly believe that he will not be the one that answers Randy Orton's challenge, unfortunately. But you never know.
Hold up.
You never know. It could be him.
What if it was a play on words, right?
But
it's 425, right? Today is technically 425.
What do you mean? Oh yeah.
The placing of it.
Yes. You know what I mean?
Did it say 425 or just 425?
It just said 425 on it.
Yeah, so today is 420 and it's 420 in 2025. So today, technically, if you play it like WWE Smooth with playing with words, today is 425.
Yeah, no, you're right. So we're gonna say that that Aleister Black could be one of the guys who answers.
Okay.
Okay, Aleister Black. Who agrees with me that it could be him?
Did they already sign him to a contract and stuff?
Yeah, he already signed.
I think he's officially signed. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised because he's a Triple H guy, right?
Yeah, he's always been a Triple H guy. All right, so now this one's not going to count against anything. We're just predicting who might answer it. So we are all in agreement of Aleister Black possibly doing it.
It's going to be Austin Theory.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Or Carmelo.
Is anyone opposed to Rusev?
I was thinking the exact same thing because they just re-signed with them too.
Yep.
So that could be another potential candidate.
Okay, I got a random one. I know it's probably unlikely. Nick Nemeth.
No,
dude,
there ain't no way.
Honestly, I wouldn't be against that. I wouldn't be against that at all. They already have good chemistry in the ring with each other. And you already know he won't mind putting him over. Nick's not selfish like that.
What about this?
Joe Hendry.
Nick Adonis.
Nick
Aldis.
Yeah, no, it's funny because that's definitely going to be one that might be one. So,
I think
You have to admit he is like, he hasn't fully retired from the ring if you think about it.
neither has the Undertaker, so I think it'll be all right. Um, I
All right,
think.
so we made our predictions. Who's winning the match?
Wait, who did I pick? Who did I say coming out?
We just agreed
Oh,
on who we think's coming out.
um,
We said
I
Aleister
think
Black, Rusev, Nick Nemeth, Nick Aldis.
I think that Randy wins. Unless if it's Alistair, he's putting Alistair over. Never mind. If it's Alistair, he's putting
It-
Alistair over.
I guess it ultimately falls on who's gonna appear.
Yeah, it's
But-
on who's opponent is.
I have this weird feeling that Orton is the third guy for Rock's team.
It can't be because
It's
you
Seth.
already have Cena, now Seth and Paul Heyman.
Paul
I mean-
Heyman isn't a competitor. He's only the manager.
You know what I mean? Like he already has that.
They need a third guy. They don't have a third guy. They only have two guys. It's clearly Cena and Seth. Who's the third guy? Why not it be Orton?
It was Jacob Fatu.
Jacob Fatu would be crazy work.
I think it's Jacob personally.
I don't know.
But anyway, so Randy Orton wins. That's your pick.
It depends.
It's hard for me to call because ultimately it has to be whoever is going to be the opponent. Because
Yeah.
if it's anybody else, it may be Orton. Now, if it's Alistair, though,
Yeah,
it could be him.
Alistair's winning that match, bro.
It's
because
ultimately like,
Randy,
who's the opponent.
I think Randy, like, unlike a lot of vets, he's the ultimate professional. Like, he's like, okay, I'll lose, whatever. I don't care. I'm Randy Orton.
He already has a big enough name.
Mhm.
So look, this is what I'm gonna put for you, Luck. I'm gonna put Luck picks Orton if it isn't Black.
That's right. That's right. That's perfect. I'll pick anybody as long as it ain't black. You know what I'm saying? If it's-
Hey yo, context.
You know what I'm saying? I got to rock with the home team. That melanin.
All right, so CJ,
This is for the Orton match, right?
yeah,
I don't know because it ultimately boils down to who's going to be the opponent. Because I mean, I'm not saying Orton deserves another WrestleMania win, but
He doesn't need another loss.
yeah, again, so
Or he doesn't deserve another loss.
I might go with Orton.
okay. I'm actually in the same boat as Luck. I think he definitely wins this match. You don't see another way of him losing unless it is Alistair. Like, it makes no sense for him to lose to anybody else. Like, we all know that Kevin Owens was gonna put Randy Orton over. Like, we all know that. Or maybe not. Who knows? Maybe
I think it
Orton
would have been
would.
Randy and Kevin over.
You think you would have put Randy would have put Kevin Owens over?
Absolutely. He loves that guy.
Yeah, I know. They're like best friends in real life.
Because they're both the same. Hey, bro,
Yeah.
I'm really good at this, but I will fuck you up if you mess with me.
Yeah, exactly. And they're both
those-
unselfish in the ring. Like they're
Stupid.
both they're both unselfish. Like they don't mind putting the opponent over. It makes sense. All right, so let's talk about. We talked about Orton, Drew, AJ, Liv, Braun. All right, let's get to the Women's World Championship triple threat match: Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair. Luck.
I'll take the genius of this guy. So
You're gonna take Io.
Io.
EO Sky.
Because I think that the build up to this match has been very confusing, but I think it's done what it's supposed to do. It's put Io in the background and made everybody look at the other two women like, oh man, I hope Rhea can get her belt back. Oh man, is Bianca gonna win her umpteenth title? I mean, but just like in the ring, like people forget, Io can go, bro.
Yeah.
Plus, everything Kelly, she's the one who does the biggest spot. She's the one who has that moment to where, like, bro, did you see what the hell Io Sky pulled off? You know what I mean? And not to forget, she is our current women's champion, bro. Like, and like people are not putting respect on her name because of Rhea. And to be honest with you, Rhea without that belt, you're like, did the woman make the belt or did the belt make the woman?
Yeah,
With
exactly.
Io, with or without the belt, you know for a fact Io gonna get in that ring and she's gonna steal the show. So I'm rocking with Io. Although I know that I'm supposed to be picking the EST, that's my culture pick. But me, Luck Jackson, I'm gonna pick Io Sky.
CJ.
So this one, I will say this: I don't think Rhea needs another title win off of this.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I don't like how she got in the match in the first place.
I don't. Yeah, I don't agree how she got onto this match. I think it ultimately boils down to people still tripping over her, which I guess. But
You don't need a title to be over, to be honest.
Exactly. She did it just fine before she beat Charlotte for the title. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think Io's gonna win ultimately because she puts in the most work when she's in the ring, crazy spots like Lux said, and ultimately it looks like that people don't respect her as much as they should.
Yep.
Just because she's smaller, just because she's not as fast, or she's not as big, or she's not as athletic as the other two, doesn't mean that she doesn't deserve it. I was shocked, however, that she beat Rhea on Raw for that. That I was shocked about.
So you're picking Io?
Yes.
So we're all picking Io. That's hilarious.
I'm surprised.
I'll take Bianca.
I'm surprised you're not taking Bianca, honestly.
Me?
Yeah.
Honestly,
I'll do it. I'll do it.
No. This is my reasoning why. So last night, right? This is the one match out of the whole card where I actually had to sit and think about it because I'm like, I agree the build-up was weird for it, but to me, listen, they keep hinting, like Luck says, they keep hinting that Bianca hardly ever takes pinfall losses at pay-per-views.
Ever.
Why do I have a feeling she's going to be the one that takes the pin loss today? I just have that funny feeling that they might.
Mad at Bianca because she lost to Jade and she's going to cost Bianca the match.
Do what?
Naomi is mad at Bianca because Jade beat Naomi, right? So Naomi runs out, attacks Bianca because it's a no DQ match.
Takes her out of the match.
Then you have somebody come and distract Rhea. And then Io, somehow, everybody's fighting, right? Everybody's fighting.
She's third fiddle again.
She's third fiddle again. Everybody's fighting. They just so happen to be right outside by the stairs on the correct turnbuckle. Just saying. Io's going to go up top with a trash can or like a chair or something. You know what I'm saying? Then she's going to genius of the sky, moonsault out of the ring. Then she's going to grab somebody, throw them in the ring. 1, 2, 3.
I agree.
That's what's going to happen. Io is going to backflip off of a turnbuckle into a crowd of people.
So we all think Io is retaining.
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, because to me, there's already been a shit ton of title changes already. I think there's only going to be one more title change. And guess what? And guess what? That match is going to be.
You said this because we all picked Braun I picked Braun. No, man, I want to actually keep going. I might have to keep going. Keep going.
What were you saying, sir?
I'm eating my trail mix.
He wanted to be different again.
I'm eating my trail mix. It's really good.
He wants to be different again.
Hey, bro. I don't know whose people admitted trail mix, but y'all is true.
All right, but let me see. I'm looking at our picks. Honestly, we're making a lot of the same picks, but that's because
that's why I wanted to be different earlier.
We're
smart.
To be different. We're smart because we're thinking logically. That's why.
And we are about to be wrong, bro.
All right, so
come on, Finn.
Cena versus Cody for the WWE Championship.
I wanted it to be Cena until he said, "I don't need to wrestle to beat you, kid," and he smacked him and missed. And Cody still sold that shit. That was funny.
All right, so now it's that time where we have to make that pick. So, with that being said, for the undisputed WWE Championship, CJ Renegade, Luck Jackson, and myself, we're all choosing Cena. All of us. All right,
There's
so
a reason why I'm choosing, and this is like a whole different reason besides the nostalgia talking, because all the build-up leading up to WrestleMania, Cena has not once laid a move on Cody.
Nope.
No attitude adjustment.
You stole it right from him. Yep.
The only thing he did was that
little slap.
That little slap he did. That was it. No attitude adjustment. No nothing. Cody has laid the crossroads not once but twice on Cena.
I thought he hit it 3 times.
3 times.
What was their one?
I feel like it was the 3rd one, but I know for sure twice though. Anyway, keep going. My bad.
But what was the 3rd one? I know Graham mentioned there was a 3rd one.
At
There was one on Raw, twice on Raw actually,
Twice on Raw.
and SmackDown, right?
It might have been 2.
Yeah, once on Raw and SmackDown. Yeah, twice. So not once but twice he hit the crossroads on Cena. So that's making me want to believe that Cena may actually win the 17th world title.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you think about it in the past, when faces laid or heels done their finisher on certain people, it hinted the idea that the face might win.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm just going with that kind of that formula. So now if Cody wins, I'm saying this with a shadow of a doubt. If Cody does win, that will derail the entire farewell tour.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Which is what I'm saying. No, the theory that makes sense is I think Cody is gonna get the upper hand, and then that's when all this shit happens. Seth Rollins comes out and screws him over, or The Rock is gonna come out with his new posse. Something like that is gonna happen. So
we see Stone Cold come out again.
I believe he is supposed to actually come out.
So for me, I think Cena wins for just like CJ said. The first time I saw Cody hit the crossroads on Cena, I was like, doesn't whoever hits their finisher first in promos usually never wins? Like that was my initial thought. As soon as Cena, I think he went to swing on him, and Cena didn't go for an AA. He just went for like a punch, and Cody hit the crossroads, right? And my thought again was like, whoever usually hits their finisher first in segments usually doesn't win the match or keep the title, right?
Yep.
Another reason why I think that Cena is going to win is what has Cena given the people for 20 years in the WWE every time he comes down to the ring? He throws his towel, he throws his hat, throws his shirt, throws a wristband.
Nothing.
You know what I mean? So this entire Cena farewell tour, no fan has anything to really remember this title run for except for promos with Cody. The only thing that they're going to be able to give the people for real, is that picture of him holding the championship for the 17th time. That's the only thing from the farewell tour that us as a fan that he's going to give us. You know what I mean? But yeah. That's why I think, and just like he said, if Cody wins, it derails the farewell tour because it's like he said, "This is my last WrestleMania," and just like we said, like the other day, when we think John Cena, we don't really think John Cena and WrestleMania so much. Like that, we don't think that's his event. You know what I mean? So, but he
really isn't.
He said, "This is my last WrestleMania." He didn't say, "This is my last PLE. This is my last match. This is my last WrestleMania." So. And if Cody wins, it derails that entire farewell tour because now why have him fighting tooth and nail to almost win the Rumble, just to win the Elimination Chamber, to not win a championship at the no. Everybody who wins those matches wins the freaking championship, which is why I'm gonna use my pick switch here in a minute. But I'm rocking with Cena though. Grim?
Yeah, no, I'm looking up. I'm trying to look up that vignette that they had on SmackDown, so I can see the date.
Always curious about the Alistair thing, right?
Yeah.
I think it's on Instagram. I think. Let me see.
Well, I'm on WWE's YouTube page right now. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let's just talk about. Hold on, I'm gonna go ahead and share this because this shit was absolutely fucking beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and share this with the fans while I look that up.
Best in the world.
Now, whenever I saw that shit, I instantly wanted to change my pick, but I'm like, you know what? I still see Seth winning, but um,
That was the best like video package for any wrestler.
yeah, I haven't seen one like that in a long time.
And I'm not saying
Really.
that because I like the song or anything, but it's just that it all just tied
It's
all
perfect.
together.
It ties perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
But
Roman
okay,
was in
so
trouble when he showed up in white gear.
I can't seem to find the vignette. Hold on, I didn't get to really finish looking. I
Oh
felt
wow.
like I was actually in the right area. But if y'all want to talk about whatever else you want to expect from WrestleMania, like maybe better matches and not Gunther tapping out like a little bitch.
Yeah, that they killed his entire career with that moment right there, bro. Like
Agreed.
losing Jay, cool, but when have we ever said, "Damn, Jay whooped that motherfucker's ass"? Never. And you gonna tell me his first time doing it, he chokes out Gunther, the man that y'all have elevated and propped up for damn near 4, 5, 6 years, and he don't get tapped out by Braun Breaker. He don't get tapped out by Jacob Fatu. He get tapped out by Jay Uso, and I'm a Jay Uso guy. I'm Team Yeet, but that finish does not fit that match.
Not even that. It was what like 2 seconds into that submission, he went like they didn't even wait. He
Yeah,
knew
like
where he just went.
especially on a night where you just had Stone Cold didn't tap go into the Hall of Fame. You have that guy tap out like that.
Yep.
Come on now, like I'm not the wrestling guru. Y'all the wrestling gurus, but like that's my take on it, bro. Like that don't make no
Honestly,
sense.
I wouldn't be. I honestly, if Gunther would have had the sleeper applied, and if Jay would have rolled over, causing the pin, then I
Yeah,
wouldn't be mad about that either.
yeah, that would have been tight. But like, I get what they like. They wanted to do. Like they wanted to basically create this new Jay Uso in the moment. And the how he played the match and how he worked the match, I like that. Like you could see the transition to a different character from his movements to his motions. If you notice, like when he came to the ring, he wasn't super over yeeting like he usually is. He did like maybe 4 or 5, like before yeet, and like they weren't even enthusiastic yeets. They was just like yeet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's embracing his role as the new tribal chief because as the world heavyweight champion, hey Roman, you might have to come up off that Ulafala, big dog.
Yeah.
Like it's a conversation between him and Jacob now, and it goes back to when Jacob first got there. Jay said, "If he keeps looking at me crazy, I'm gonna beat his ass" or something like that.
Let's see. Okay, so I mean, I'm finding some of the vignette videos, but not the one that was the most recent one. I can't find that one. I found all the other ones. But let's just say if Aleister Black comes back, it better be the same fucking entrance he had in NXT. It better be that Aleister Black. And to me, the only thing that makes sense with that is I'd hate to say it, but him and Cross need to fucking be working together because they're both dark characters, and it makes no sense to have them separated.
And like I know what they tried it with Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six, but the WWE needs that dark character. Like they need that Undertaker. That
You know why they haven't done anything with them, right?
why?
Because Alexa Bliss was still having contract issues.
Uh,
So apparently, if not tonight, apparently there's supposed to be some big backstage segment tonight where uh, Alexa is supposed to be just in the locker room, and that's when she gets recruited. If that's not tonight, they said tomorrow for sure that's happening.
oh,
So
so they
it's
down there.
already been confirmed.
Oh yeah. Well,
So the thing is, or not I'm sorry, she's on SmackDown now, so it'll be on SmackDown. But all right, so before we end this show, I'm gonna go ahead and put those are our picks right there, and yeah, we're pretty much done for the day. I gotta go pee, so y'all need to hurry up.
oh, that's sweet tea. Well, you got anything
I
you want to
already
add?
told you it was gonna happen.
Huh? Yeah, you did.
I
You
already told
called
you it
it.
was gonna happen.
You called it. Anything I want to add before we get out of here, fellas?
I wanna put y'all's social medias on here.
That's all I gotta say.
Sure. Actually, hold up. Before we get out of here, F the dumb stuff. I still have my one pick switch. I'm gonna use it.
No, you didn't. You used all of them already.
You
No,
use
I
That's
all of them.
one match.
Me and CJ haven't even switched any picks.
Hey, fuck that. Because remember, I said, and I quote, "Well, I get one more because we haven't established. We just established the rule." And he said, "Okay, I'll give you one more." I
No,
was
you
like,
didn't. You went from Dirty Dom.
yes,
You went to Finn, and you went to
Yes.
Breaker.
yes,
That's
but
That's
three.
three already.
That's three.
pause because the rule that was
That was three.
no. Listen. Yes, because we're all talking about the same situation. After that situation, he said, and I quote, "I'll give you one more," because I was like,
No,
"Well,
that was three already. Great
well, he
minute,
said he's gonna give me one more." All I'm doing, and honestly, it's not even a switch.
I want to be different.
It's not even a pick switch. I'm just going back with
I
my
want
gut.
to be different.
I'm just going with my original thought in my gut. That's all.
Dirty Dom.
Yes, that's all. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. That's it. That's all I want to do. So technically, that's not four. That's just going back to two.
That's four.
That's going back to two. That's subtraction. What are y'all talking about? Thank you.
God.
All right.
Well, I already put it on that for you. So
Appreciate
all right,
you.
so here are the picks. You ready?
Oh wait, I want to change my thing.
No.
Yeah.
All right, so AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. We all have Logan Paul winning.
Mm-hmm.
Sin City Street Fight. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Okay, I knew it.
The Fatal 4-Way. We all have Dirty Dom winning. The Sin City Street Fight. Luck picked Damian Priest. Me and CJ picked Big Drew.
Mm-hmm.
We all have Liv and Raquel winning that match for the Women's Tag Team Championship.
Yep.
Randy Orton's Open Challenge. We all have Randy winning unless it's Aleister Black coming back. Triple Threat Women's match. We all have Io retaining. And then WWE Championship. We all have You Can See Me. So Cena winning. And that's because I don't even like Cena. But either way, any last words before we end the stream?
Nope.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna let you close out the
This
show.
is
It's your show.
Hey. Well, CJ, appreciate you for stopping by and blessing us with you. Hey, where's your championship at, man? You got it with you?
It's on the wall right now.
Never mind.
It's hanging in glory as it should.
As it should. But anyway, I've been Love Jackson. This has been Jay Grimm. This has been CJ Renegade. And this has been In the Corner. Oh, wait. Never mind. I didn't write down 10 new topics. But anyway, we out of here. Appreciate y'all for stopping by. Hey, take us out, producer. I'm ready to go get some food. Trail Mix ain't holding up no more, guys.